Today, we will be talking about two amazing Bitcoin indicators not a lot of people are taking an eye on right now, but which have been working together and within the last 9 years or so, never failing predicting the exact lows for Bitcoin in the short term. So if you think that sounds interesting, definitely make sure that you take a seat and pay attention within the next minutes. Also, a lot of people have been asking us about a specific type of news projects which we are investing in and so on. So we will talk about a project where Ivan and we invested in also just for a few seconds. And also we have amazing news about Facebook, the International Monetary Fund, and also a video which we made with John McAfee, and you will have the choice whether we will release it or not. So make sure you pay close attention there. And we will be also talking about the Crypto Fear and Greed Index and the implications which come from that on the Bitcoin price in the exact short term. So if you think that sounds interesting, guys, make sure you smash up that like button right now. And that being said, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris, and as always, guys, we are really pumped to go straight into the content. So the indicators we are talking about right here, one of these indicators we have been talking about in a previous video, and now we can see that something amazing have happened. It is the Maya multiple. You can see it right here. And the Maya multiple, just for a few seconds, is calculated from the 200-day moving average and then how much the price differs from the 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average is here, the green line, and you can see the further away the price is, the higher the Maya multiple is here on the downside. So you can see here where we have peaked out, that is exact that point where we have the 2.4 Maya multiple, and it is also the 200-day moving average times 2.4. And usually 2.4 have always been a crucial level within the last bull markets where we have topped out in the short term and where we were due to a significant correction. We were talking about that on our channel. We will maybe also link the video down below, but you will definitely find it. And yes, this time again, we retraced from that level. So we have different tools like the Fibonacci level, which are on point, but these kind of indicators, they are even more precise. And we really want to incentivize our followers, at least, finally, to paying close attention to the indicators we are sharing on our channel. Some people are sometimes saying, oh, another indicator, but guys, just go back to the videos. These indicators exactly always give us a clear indication where we might be heading to. So now we hit the first target, and as you see, we retraced a little bit from the 1.7 Maya multiple. But now the question is how far we will go according to that indicators and also according to a few other things. And CryptoKia, who we gave credit to that Maya multiple because he was pointing that out. We were actually looking at that for a long time, but he were pointing that out in a very nice way. He was covering that again. And as you can see, always when we hit the bullish top at 2.5, 2.4, 2.5, we were marking 2.4 here. As you can see it here with the red line, always when we hit that, we are due to a correction. And yes, we are due to a correction. And then we always go back into the bullish channel. You can see that in every bull market, even in 2011, guys, you cannot make it up. So we are always going back into the bullish channel. And now it seems like we are going back again. And we can already tell you we were already going back. So where is the end? What is the bottom? As you can see, we always go at least to the lower side of the bullish channel. So what we can see here, if we zoom in a little bit, we are already below the 1.7 Maya multiple. So the 1.5 or the 1.42 Maya multiple might be the next levels looking at. And if we look at the prices, what that price would actually be, it would be 6,100 or so times 1.5. So we are talking about a price level of approximately 9,000, slightly above 9,000, which is in our opinion unlikely. The exact price we are keeping an eye on is the 1.42 Maya multiple, and the 1.42 Maya multiple is also in his opinion the most probable scenario, which is 8,260. We would go even a little bit further, because if it takes more time, this line will be more upward sloping, and we think that the 1.42 Maya multiple might equate exactly to a price level of 8,500. So this will be this area right here. It doesn't look like a huge retracement from here, but just believe us, the fear and the blood in the streets will be enormous once we hit these levels. And we think this 8,500 is the most probable scenario at the moment. And also looking at, also looking at another thing is that the 350-day moving average, which we were using for the golden ratio multiplier, check that also out. This is on point in the long term. We are talking here about the short term, was just surpassing the 200-day moving average. And now again, guys, I mean, we always say the history does not repeat itself, but it rhymes. But guys, it is really close to repetition, to be honest. So it is sometimes easy as that. We have no certainty for the future, but what you can see is always when we hit those levels, afterwards we formed a new local low and we were up to the races. And going back, we are here on Bitstamp and not on the BLX, unfortunately. You can see that approximately at this exact price level here, we were crossing the with the 350-day moving average, the 200-day moving average, and we are taking the simple day moving average here on purpose, not the exponential. We saw that we were forming a new local bottom afterwards, and then we're off to the races. And this is exactly what is the most probable scenario right now, since we have crossed it right now, and since we are not at the 1.42 Maya multiple right now, a price target of 8,500 would be actually very likely. And we want to show you something else. 8,500 coming from 13,900 to 8,500 would, and now guess what, guys, would exactly be something like a 39% retracement, which is already the higher level, the higher range of the retracement levels within a bull market. Because in a bull market, you know, 30 to up to 42% retracements are very likely. So 8,200 to 8,500 are a price level where we are taking an eye on right now. If you think that sounds interesting, already let us know in the comment section what you think about that. And also we wanted to share something which is very important for us. First and foremost, this is about a project Ivan on Tech, and also we invested a little bit into it because we think it is actually kind of interesting. Nevertheless, quick disclaimer, it is not sponsored at all. We have no affiliate link, no upfront payments or so, guys, hands down. But we have to disclose, since obviously we are investing and we also have a stake in the project, we have a vested interest in the success of the project. So obviously, if people invest, if the project is getting pushed forward, we also profit from that. I mean, that should be actually clear for everyone watching that right now. So the project we are talking about is Tixel, Tixel.me. And you might think, what is this all about? We will talk about that only for a few minutes before we go into the very interesting topics here, and also John McAfee and the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Tixel is actually a private instant zero fees project. And you know, we are a little bit like critical towards the zero fee projects, and the only ways where you can actually get the zero fees are the kind of Tangle projects or DAG projects. And yeah, we were paying a close attention towards Nano, Holochain, and so on back in the days. But the reason why we didn't invest, and yeah, the reason was actually that they had no privacy features. And here we have privacy features. And we were talking with Ivan about it, and he is actually pumped about the tech. You know that he is the tech guy. You know that we are the investment point of view, the ROI type of guys. And after he told us that he is so pumped about the project's fundamentals, about the code, because he got the code base, he got the source code actually pushed from the project. After he said that, we were checking out the investment point of view. And in our opinion, guys, I mean, do not quote us on that. We cannot predict the future, and it is obviously very, very risky, but we thought we might take a shot on that. So after we checked that out, we saw that their first round sold out in a matter of a day or so, very, very fast. And the second round starts actually today. And also they had a Binance DEX proposal. And this was finally what really catched our eyeballs and which made us taking the decision taking that really risky approach right here. So we were checking out the proposal, and what we were able to see is that their chances are actually not all too low, since a lot of people are actually, you can see that right here, voting for them, upvoting, commenting, voting to get them on the Binance DEX. And if that is the case, this is the second round. The third round might be an IDO, an initial decentralized exchange offering. And looking back at other projects as reserved, which sold out in seconds, and looking at the past performance of Holochain or Nano within the last bull market, we thought that might be a good approach. And yeah, I mean, we took that risky approach, guys. I mean, make your own decisions, but you can go on tixel.me, read the white paper, educate yourself, and then make your own educated decision right there. I don't think that there is a lot of time left, but actually, guys, yeah, make your own decision and check that out. We actually thought that might be one of the only projects we might invest in before Bitcoin reaches the new all-time high. As we always said, we will only invest in altcoins once Bitcoin reaches the new all-time high. This is an exception, only with a small amount of money. I don't even think you need KYC below 10,000 bucks. I don't think you need KYC. So yeah, make sure you check it out. Make your own decision. Do not quote us on that. There's no referral link, nothing. You just go to tixel.me or to the link in the description and check it out and let us know what you think about that. Also, next up, Facebook. And now, guys, please listen, close attention. That is very important. And afterwards, it gets more interesting with IMF and also John McAfee. Just very quickly, Facebook suggests regulators must act or risk losing US dollar dominance to Bitcoin. And guys, we want to tell you something. Bitcoin is something else than Facebook. Facebook, as you remember, is the money of the corporations. The US dollar is the money of the governments, and Bitcoin is the money of the people. So how can something which is not even a complementary asset, but not even a substitute, nothing just like Bitcoin, it's only on a blockchain, how can something like that prevent the US dollar losing dominance towards Bitcoin? It is simply impossible. Bitcoin will eventually make the US dollar losing dominance, but Facebook cannot prevent them. No government can prevent them. Still, shout out to Facebook. It's nice what you are trying to do, but do not try to mess with Bitcoin, guys. Do not try to do that, because you will eventually fail. Also, the IMF said that crypto assets may surpass traditional forms of money. It's not a huge news, but guys, the implication of that, we had the Federal Reserve talking about Bitcoin. We had Donald Trump talking about Bitcoin, and now the International Monetary Fund talking about Bitcoin, all within 1 week. Crazy things are happening, and we want to incentivize you reading that paper here. We will also leave it in the description down below. Very interesting. And also, guys, we have shot a video with John McAfee, and you can see a quick preview here on Twitter. We will also leave the link in the description. Check it out. Let us know what you think about it. And if you retweet it and comment it, and we get enough retweets and comments, we will exclusively release that video to you guys. So make sure you do that and you support our Twitter. That will be actually very nice. And guys, everyone who was taking advantage of that crazy market situations right now on Ethereum, on Bybit or Bitcoin or EOS or XRP, big shout out to you guys, but please trade with caution. You know that we have a $60 free bonus only with our link, by clicking that link in our pinned comment and also in our description. Make sure you check that out. And also, guys, quickly in the end, the fear and greed index is at 19. Just think about it, man. Just think about it. 19, that's extreme fear. Everyone is starting to talk about levels of $4,000 per Bitcoin. And this is exactly what we want to see. We had the extreme, I think we were the first ones talking about that fear and greed index. Not even Alessio Rastani. He was talking about that like 2 or 3 days later. Alessio, you should have given us credits, man. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he did it before us, but I think we did it before. So that is actually something interesting, and we reached an all-time high of 95, and now we are close to reaching an all-time low of 16 or so. So guys, that does not mean that we will immediately shoot to the upside. Usually we are hovering around in that greed level, and we have to be oversold before going to the upside for good again. But this is the first sign that we might start taking an eye at possible entry points, in our opinion, maybe nearby the region of 8,500, which is, by the way, also the 0.5, the 50% Fibonacci retracement level and 40% retracement from the top. So that is definitely something we will be keeping an eye on within the next days. And also quickly in the end, we are probably still being manipulated for Ethereum on Bitstamp. The volume is very low, 23 million per day only. Shout out to Crypto Chico who was pointing that out, and he actually found out that a $15 million sell market order on Ethereum made the Ethereum price crash, and also eventually made the crypto market crash. And people who sold the 15 million market order right here were probably maybe the same people who shorted Ethereum or who shorted Bitcoin on different leverage exchanges. So let us know what you think about that, guys. And also we want to thank everyone for watching that amazing episode and smashing the like button, supporting us. We have a German channel also in the description. If you are a German viewer, make sure you subscribe to it right now, and also check out Tixel. We think that might be an interesting project going forward. So thank you so much for watching, guys. We will see each other at the next episode of Crypto very, very soon, probably tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching. And as always, guys, a Bybit tutorial is popping up right here. Click it right now. And as always, guys, bye-bye.